everybody. Ripride or Die podcast, episode 6, with my good homie Ryan Nix, legend from Florida. Lots of cool stories, riding for Bootleg, going on trips with BAM, getting locked up, getting clean, changing his life, rip riding today. Lots of cool stories. Episode 6 with Ryan Nix. What's up, everybody? Another podcast, Rip, Ride, or Die. This is episode 6, right, Mark? I could barely count. We're going for 6. I got a rad guest today, and as you all know, I love the history of skateboarding. Fucking skateboarders from all over the world. I just love hearing stories. This is why I do this podcast. And I got a special guest today, all the way from Ocala, Florida. The Sticks. We got a hillbilly coming in here that rides a skateboard. I had the pleasure of meeting this guy. First time was at BAM's Castle. We were going on a road trip with this dipshit Lenny. A great guy. He's a really great guy. When I say dipshit, I mean that's a compliment. But anyways, so I got he came on a little fucking adventure, and he's here in California skateboarding, and I got the pleasure today to bring him in and hear some stories. Old legendary skateboarder from Bootleg Skateboards, if you remember that. All right. Should I mention his name right now? Should we just get him on in here? This is Ryan Nix. Dirtbag. Look, get in here. Yeah, I'm stoked. What? Just got out of robbing the bank. Yes, Nix. Yes.
Dude, Thank you, homie. Some of this.
What we got here?
Hell on Wheels jacket.
Oh, yeah.
I had to wear the ski mask.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Ryan Winning wore it on an old show he did. If you remember who that is, fucking poser.
Yeah. Hell on Wheels. Nix, dude, I'm super excited that you're here. You're in California.
Yeah.
When's the last time? All right, so, man, we're gonna. I love skateboarding. I love the history, dude. And I know you've been skating for a long time. Like I just mentioned, dude, I had the pleasure of meeting you for the first time at BAM's Castle.
Yes.
And I remember we were waiting for, I think we had everybody there. We're at the castle, and I didn't know who or whatever, but I remember Lenny was saying, we got this dude Ryan Nix coming, man. I hope he makes it. And then I was already hearing wild stories about you, and but when you showed up, dude, it was cool, man. Like, I clicked with you the most, way more than Lenny. I was stoked that we became friends and went on these little road trips. We went on some cool road trips that old dipshit Lenny fucking hooked up, which was cool of Lenny to do that and get us all together and jump in a van. I think we had BAM with us the first time.
Yeah, yep.
Novak, Nick Barba.
Yeah, Barba came. Barba. He's actually my sponsor. Nick.
Yeah.
Homie.
And no, it was cool, man. We went to where we go? We went to Newey.
Dude, I remember on that trip. I don't remember where because y'all no one told me. I remember just getting in the van, and I remember we went north, and I remember being in the back of the van and looking at my phone, and we were in fucking northern Maine or some shit like that.
Yeah, we went all over,
went all over the place.
It was sick. All right, well, we'll get into that because
what are you saying?
Be close to the mic.
Oh, be closer to the mic.
Yeah, you gotta scoot up like you're sucking it off, dude. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know about all that.
it could be a girl. You know, I just think of it as a girl.
It's
you know,
big.
Yeah, sometimes they're like that.
But
no, man, I just like I said, I love the history of skating. I know you've been skating a long time. Ocala, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Sticks, right? What? There ain't much out there.
Horse farms.
Is there even cement around there?
A little bit. It's where Phil Hygel is from.
Yeah, that's Frazier's buddy that I see.
Yeah.
They skate a vert ramp, and Phil's always in there.
Yeah, he's
I see footage of him from
Frazier. He's
Frazier.
his shop down there, and he's got a vert ramp in his yard. I actually was there.
So you skated with him and stuff?
Yeah, I skated with him before. Yeah,
all right.
He's a good friend of mine still, and Billy Lane's from there.
Bill, all right. I remember you mentioned his name before.
The old I-Level pros.
What's that?
Old skate company back in the day.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right, So was there skate? Like, how did you get into skating?
I got into skating through, I think, my sister, man. I got 4 sisters and my oldest sister.
Older sister.
Yeah, her boyfriend at the time came over. He's like an uncle to me. He passed away, rest in peace. But he had a board, old Powell Peralta board, and he came over with it, and like I instantly was attracted to it. And we fucking lived on this hill, and then I started bombing the hill, sitting down, then I started standing up, you know what I mean?
But, how old were you?
I was probably like 12 years old.
12 years old, young, yeah. Dude, that's perfect. A good time to be to get into it.
Yeah, I was like instantly.
How old are you when you're in 12th grade? You're like,
I have no idea. I didn't
me
make
neither.
it.
I know. I didn't last.
I think it's like, now it's like 16 or so. I don't fucking know, man.
No, like grade. Like,
like how old are you?
6th grade, like, yeah.
When you're 12 years old?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's rad. So once you got that skateboard, you're like, dude, this is it. This is what I want to do, skateboard.
Well, I was into all that. Anything with like, motocross, gasoline powered vehicle, you know what I mean? Skateboarding, anything, adrenaline, you know what I mean? But I got full on attracted to that badass shit.
That's right. And then, now, there was no skate parks or nothing, right?
No.
Where you're at.
No, actually, there was like an old Thrasher park, it was called, but it was like turned into like BMX and shit. It was before my time, you know what I mean? I never got to skate it. I skated like basically dirt road shit, you know what I mean?
Right. You just make it the best out of whatever you got.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like like that, it makes some of the gnarliest skateboarders. Yeah. When they don't got much, they'll make the fucking best out of whatever they got. Yeah. And end up ripping. And then when they get to something good, it's like, it's on, you know? It's
like, I'm like skating, even just recently being here. I mean, I used to live here, but like skating there is like basically skating on fucking dirt roads, you know what I mean? Yeah. Gravel shit out here is just fucking perfect, you know? Yeah, marble, you know what I mean? I mean, you got your good spots here and there out there, but it's it's a different type of skating growing up completely.
Definitely. Yeah. That's rad. So there were certain dudes that you ran with? Did you have once you got into skate, like when you really got into it and like, did you start like finding little spots to skate? Like I started searching?
Yeah, like once I started, like I was always with the older guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was the youngest one out of the crew always, and then like I grew up skating with them, and we, they started bouncing around from spot to spot, which I would start going with them eventually, and then like I moved to Orlando, Florida, where like my skating picked up. I started skating with Rosa. You know Rosa, don't you? You met her. Yeah, you met Mike Rosa.
Oh, I've heard of him. Yeah, I heard of him.
I thought you met her. But yeah, with Rosa and like Jesse and everybody and Bernard and the whole crew down there, Richie and everybody.
And that's who you ran with right there?
Yeah, the whole squad of us, But,
that's good. Like when I was young too, dude, like when I started getting to skating, dude, I ran into like this dude, Nathan Horton. And like he would go hit everywhere, like pools, ditches, like anything, banks, San Jose Bank. He took me to the San Jose Bank, these brick banks for the first time. Like, and I was super young, and he started going. They just let me go. They're older, and he just showed me what, like all this. It was just sick, like hitting all these new spots, and it was so new to me. I'm like, damn, this is sick. You're hopping fences, or like climbing through bushes to get to a spot, And there was back then. There was no GPS. There was no you couldn't goggle it and look up a skate spot. You know what I mean? Like you had to go and search it, word of mouth. Like, oh, they skated there. All right. Oh, look for this fence or whatever. Go down this street. What you know?
I was just talking to Lonnie about this the other day.
Lenny.
Yeah, we'll call him Lenny.
Yeah.
That's when he's in trouble name. But
what's his name?
We were fucking doing something. I remember like being all around here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks familiar. I know how to get to somewhere. By the back of my hand. I remember my mom a long time ago. She's like, I don't know how the fuck y'all got around so many places. You know exactly where you're going. You know what I mean? We didn't have no phones and none of that shit back then. But just like being a skateboarder and shit, like you fucking know exactly where you're going when you want to go there. Like by just. You know what I mean? You feel that force of wanting to get there and you're going to go. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
It was awesome growing up with all those guys, and then I would be able to get to go places. You know what I mean? They'd have the car. I was little. You know what I mean? My first trip, I think, was to Philadelphia when I was real young with Rosa.
Yeah.
and Nick Matlin and shit. So that's how I started skating up there.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And then once you started like getting into it, you moved to Orlando.
Yeah, when I was younger.
And then where'd you go from there? Like, when did you start going to like California? Like, where to go after Orlando?
We went from Orlando. That's when like I went to Philadelphia from Orlando.
Yeah.
My first trip, we ended up going to like J.R. Neves, Pete Eldridge, and Jake Kanachek. They're all real good homies. Rest in peace, JR.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was like my first trip with Rosa and Nick Matlin. And I remember like the whole trip up there, we were just smoking opium from Montesi and shit the whole ride up to fucking
With
Philadelphia. With Nick Matlin and Mike Rosa.
Oh, okay.
I remember just like smoking weed and opium like the whole fucking trip up there and just blatantly just like end up at JR Neves and Eldridge and fucking Jake's house. And I was like, okay, I'm here. You know,
They
lived in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And opium, how old were you?
Yeah, I can't remember. Probably like 14 or some
14.
shit.
Well, I don't think I smoked. What is like?
Maybe I can't remember my first trip. I don't remember.
But you were just smoking. They were smoking it, so you're like,
I'm smoking opium. Like Nick got it from Montesi or some shit, or Lenosi. You might have got it from Lenosi. I can't remember, dude. It was fucking funny as shit. But it was like an 18-hour trip of just being fucking blazed the whole way up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you did, man. You hit the road.
And then we got there, and fucking, I remember like JR and them, like JR's like on the couch just drinking beer in a blanket. You know what I mean? Like first thing in the morning and shit, hella hyped. I never met these guys before.
Yeah.
It was first thing, like, and I was thinking, I'm still a young ass kid, you know what I mean? And these dudes are just fucking wrecking, torturing me the whole time.
That's
and they just drugged me around Philly my first time, you know what I mean? So it was fucking rad. I fell in love with that shit.
And you just hit the streets all over Philly?
To hit the streets all over fucking
There's so much stuff to skate there.
So much shit, dude. So much shit.
Yeah.
That was back then when Love was around. Like, you could skate all of that shit, everything. Like,
did you run into any of those?
I ran into everybody.
Ricky Iola.
Everybody. Yeah, they knew all them fools.
Right.
JR knew everybody there. Everybody was in their little cliques and shit, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I got to meet them, like everybody.
And did you get to jam around the streets with those dudes at all?
Yeah, all day long. Yeah. And later on in my skating career, like, after all, I got, you know what I mean, after growing up there, I actually lived in Philly for a while.
Right.
And skated, like, with everybody daily, you know what I mean? It was a fucking amazing time.
Rad. And, did those dudes pushed you to skateboard? Like,
yeah,
they got you fight right when you're skating around dudes that are getting busy. Like, it pushes you. You know what I mean? Like, it get like I don't know. That's how it was for me. Like when I seen the older dudes, I was like, dude, these dudes are gnarly. Dude, I want some of that. You know, and it pushes you.
Just like I remember when we were when I brought up Jim's Ramp Jam video.
Yeah.
The first video I saw you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was like when I saw that was pushing me to skate. You know what I mean? Back then, I'm like, that's still one of my favorite video parts. Just the fucking chaos in that video.
Oh yeah, Texas Deathmatch.
Yeah, it was fucking insane. So, but yeah, like growing up, man, fucking skating with all these dudes, they're all so good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just still influenced by every little thing in the world, you know what I mean? So it's like anything and everything, I'm into it or just don't know about it. I'm gonna stick my nose in it to find out, you know?
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
Be curious, you know?
The experience of just
life,
free, being free, right? So, and school's out the window. School's out the window.
At that point, I think so. It was like officially, I was in 8th grade when I quit. I went to 8th grade like a week or two.
Yeah.
Or no, it was 9th grade. 9th grade. I quit 9th grade. I went to school for like a week in 9th grade, and I was like, all right, I can't do this no more.
Yeah. School gets in the way of skate. Yeah.
It got in the way of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah.
And it's just basically built off lies. You know what I mean? It seemed like, anyways. I'm like, and just the fucking people. It just wasn't my. School's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
It's not. It's hard to go to. I went to continuation school, so I got out at noon. It's just like, dude, I did gardening work for science credits. The teacher was a stoner. It was just like you get kicked out of like a normal school, and you got to go to this like a continue. Yeah, it was just like for all the fuck ups, you know, like the dudes that just got kicked out of all other high schools. And then we got out at noon. We were smoking weed in the bushes, and then it was cool. We got out at noon and go skateboard. You know, it was like meddlers, punk rockers or skateboard, you know, like it was just all the rejects. Yeah,
school, yeah,
you know. But yeah, dude, it's out. It's like got out at noon, dude, and I was just skating. That's all I wanted to do. I normal high school, yeah, I didn't want no part of it. You know, I was over it.
Yeah.
So, all right then. So as you're skating, when did you first get sponsored? Like, I know you've had some sponsors.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to remember. Well, like my first.
Like skate shops? Was there any like skate shops?
West Side, man.
West Side.
John Montesi, dude.
John Montesi.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love John.
Everybody knows
That's
John.
a good dude.
You gotta fucking, if you don't know John, you ain't 100% skateboarder either, you know?
Right.
Like, that's that dude.
He was in my era of skating. Yeah, he was badass. Pro for New Deal.
Yes.
Right? New Deal. Yeah.
So Montesi was like my first sponsor, West Side Skate Shop.
And it's still there, right? Doesn't he still got it?
He still got it. Yeah, he's got more shops too now.
Oh, okay.
Still kicking it, yeah.
Sick.
So he's fucking doing rad.
So what? He seen you because you were young and would hang out at that shop.
Yeah, well, like I was with like Rosa and Nick Matlin has been one of John's like fucking right hand man from day one, and so like, I just got in with them, and then John took me and Renaud like under his wing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, gave us boards, set us up, and took us on trips, the whole nine, like everything. You know what I mean? It was just great for us.
Yeah,
cared for us. You know what I mean? Never will be able to forget that shit. Like,
yeah.
So then like. That was one of our first sponsors. Then after that, like we ended up going out to LA.
Who went to LA? Who?
We ended up working with Tim Payne Constructions down in Florida, you know, and he had jobs going all around the world. And after like I ended up getting a job with them, and we quit school. We rented a van, and that's when I just decided to leave Florida. And we picked up Dan Renaud when we were younger, and we didn't have no license and shit like that.
Right.
Fucking Jesse did, I think. And then we rented a van, and then I just told my mom, I was like, listen, I'm gonna go to California, yo. And she's like, okay, you know what I mean? At that point, you weren't telling me, you know what I mean? You really wasn't telling me shit.
Yeah.
You know, I already got my mind set up. I was like, basically, I'm just going to do what I want to do, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's not like I didn't care, but I just doing. I'm fucking young, man. I wanted to go live the fucking California dream, and by golly, we wouldn't made it happen, you know what I'm saying? So that was fucking rad. But we ended up getting a job, and we ended up coming out to California to build ramps, you know, and fucking... I picked up Danny down in Lakeland, and then we drove out to California. It took like a week or so, stopped, skated.
On the way, right?
On the way, yeah. We took our dog, had a 120-pound Rottweiler named Zeus with us.
Damn.
On the way out here, bro, we stopped out in like the desert, and Jesse's like talking about peyote. So we'll try to find peyote, remember?
You guys were looking for peyote?
Yeah, Jesse was. We just talking shit. But if we fucking get out of the desert, right, and let the dog out, it's like 114 degrees out there. The dog like wouldn't sit down or wouldn't stand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was so hot. I remember this shit.
Yeah.
He ran out, like just bolted. And he found this one cactus tree, you know, in the middle of the desert, like far away. And we go to find him. He's like in the shade because he wouldn't sit down because his balls.
Yeah.
On the ground, he wasn't standing. So we found the dog.
Yeah, lay your balls on some hot cement and see how that feels on the
on the way out there, it was sick, dude. We went out to LA like. I went out there like one time, I think, before with Rosa and met a few people like Mike Range and shit that filmed for like Logic skateboards and shit. So we drove on this like trip. We drove out there and stayed with him. And I used to film with him a couple times before, and ended up staying with him on the way out. Then went to San Francisco. Then actually stayed in San Francisco for like 6 months or something in the same Radisson downtown.
What year was that?
I can't fucking remember.
You can't remember? I know I'm bad with.
I know mine.
But where'd you hit it when you went to San Francisco? Where'd you skate?
Well, we skated all over the fucking city, everywhere.
It's a whole skate park, the city.
Actually, I drove in from LA.
Right.
We left Ranges. Mike Ranges off Hollywood, and I drove no license, scared as shit, and because they were still sleeping and shit, and I was like, I can't sleep, you know, get up early, I want to go. Right. So I got in the driver's seat and drove to SF, fucking over the, you know, through Oakland and shit, scared, fucking,
Bay Bridge.
15, 16 years old, And I just come up to Hubba Hideouts where I stopped at, and I was like, what? You know, fucking flipping, you know what I'm saying? There's parrots and shit flying. I was like,
there's wild parrots flying around there.
Yeah, there's wild fucking parrots. I was like, fuck yes.
This is sick,
paradise.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, but we ended up staying there. And to bring it back about the dog we had, we took out, my brother Jesse had a fucking duffel bag. We put the 120-pound dog in the duffel bag, zipped him up, drug him through the lobby, wheeled him in through the lobby of the hotel, through the elevator, got up to our room, and just let him in there.
Yeah.
Forever, bro. So fucking rad. You know? And then let them out at night and shit. Would it be like a horse running down the fucking hallway? You know what I mean?
Rottweiler.
Yeah.
That's rad.
But we stayed in SF for a while. Eventually got kicked out of the hotel, but still, you know, went to another hotel, got kicked out of that one eventually.
That's how it what we do.
I started working with Tim Payne, just traveling. That's how I ended up staying out there, out in California for a while.
Right.
Decided to move out there, stayed there.
Yeah.
Kept skating.
What else did you skate in San Francisco?
We skated.
Did you skate Embarcadero?
Embarcadero, skated the pier.
Did you run to any of those Mike, Henry Sand, all those dudes?
We ran into a couple guys. Yeah, because, you know, Tim Payne, he knows all those, you know, he's working with all the skateboarder guys, so, like,
fucking idiot.
So, like, he, you know what I mean? I'm with all the skateboarders also, so it's like everybody knows. And then all the guys are coming to the contest that we're building this courses for, you know what I'm saying? So I get to meet all these guys, you know, start skating with them all, you know what I mean? So that was always so rad. Growing up, so I'm watching all you guys in the videos, and I'm still young, so it's like soon my skating happened, like all this happened so fast.
Yeah, that's rad. And then when did you get your first board sponsor? When did you get like your first board sponsor where you got free boards?
My first free board sponsor, what the fuck was it? I think it was Alien Workshop.
Really? They sent you boards?
Yeah, Alien Workshop was my first board sponsor.
That's sick.
I rode for Alien Workshop for a couple years. Flo, me and Renaud got on Habitat.
Okay, that's
we were out in Philadelphia. When we lived out in Philly, we lived in LA for a while. And we were out in LA when we lived out of Hollywood, and we were actually with Jaya Bondarov.
Yeah, I lived with Jaya. Yeah.
When we were in LA, we were skating. You know, when we were living in LA, we just were skating like by word of mouth. Everybody heard that we were out there. So then, like, we ended up just skating with like all the crew out there, like all the fucking homies and shit. Like
California everywhere,
you know what I mean?
Man,
so, but like Jair Bondarov somehow got a hold of us through a photographer, and he started coming to scoop us up, giving us boards. He had Adrenaline skateboard company at the time. Yeah. So actually, no, Alien Workshop wasn't my first board sponsor. It was Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it.
That's right.
Yeah, because it would have been Adrenaline. Because during that time, being on Adrenaline out in LA, that's when Joe Castrucci called one of our homies, and we were in the car in the back of Jai Bondarov's car. I remember hearing. I think I remember that now. And fucking, we get a phone call and they're like, "Yo, Alien Workshop wants to send y'all to Philly and give you boards and shit." And we're like,
"Hell yeah!"
Whoa. You know what I mean? We're like, think about it real quick. You know what I mean? It really wasn't much to think about.
Yeah.
Because I already knew some of the heads there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And hella hyped on that the East Coast scene and shit. However, and then remember the next fucking few days later, we were out to Philadelphia to go skate with Papalardo and all them homies and shit.
Yeah.
So, and then, but yeah, Adrenaline was our first board sponsor. Didn't last long. I don't even think Jai ever came much from that. I hope he did, but I don't think it did.
Yeah, they were around for a little while. They had Mike Manzuri, I think.
Yeah, who else? Manzuri was on the team at the time.
I think Chris Sin.
You're right, Chris Sin was on the team.
A couple other
cats. But me and Danny rode for them for a little bit.
Hansi Driscoll.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was one of Cardiel's buddies from Sacramento, Lake of the Pines or whatever.
And I remember Jaya from like all those European contests, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he would go over there a lot. Yeah.
And then like watching him in the old videos, it was funny because then when he pulled up to our place in LA, you know what I mean? I'm thinking of like this skateboarder dude. So you see this dude that comes with like nice haircut and shit, all fucking driving a nice little clean Volkswagen, all LA glasses, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck is this dude? You know what I mean? Just Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? LA shit, which is cool, you know what I mean? But at the time, I'm still a little dirtball. Yeah. I'm thinking of fucking John Bonneroff contest, fucking Nar fucking dudes flying over you, you know what I mean? I'm like, let's go and skate. And then he comes up, he's like, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, what?
We're gonna go get a pedicure.
Like, what the fuck? Like, all right, let's go skate, dude. Whatever, fucking little dirtball, fucking whatever. But it was funny. But yeah. So then, after that, we rode for Workshop and Danny rode for fucking Habitat.
That's rad.
Which Danny ended up turning pro for Habitat. And I rode for Workshop for a while, went on badass trips with him, man. The whole squad, Dill, Freddie, you know what I mean? Still a good friend of mine, Abe, and all those guys winning. Still came, you know.
They had a rad team.
Yeah, fucking great guys, man.
Yeah,
everybody.
Freddie.
All the guys I looked up to, best styles, on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Guys. So we went on fucking loads of trips with them, skated around.
Rad. Who were like the dudes you looked at, like, that influenced your skate, like you looked up to, or however you want to say it? Like,
man, there's so many of them. Like so many like all the people I looked up to skating are basically like some of my best friends today. Like all like you guys. You know what I mean? Right. Like so it's so hard. There's all the homies have different inspirations and different styles. So it's like to name like one of my best friends, like, or just one, you know what I mean? Like you skate a different way than, you know what I mean? I love your style to the point, you know what I mean? But then you got so and so. Yeah, like everyone's got something sick. Everyone's got take a little like so. I love everybody's inspiration and different personalities on a skateboard. What makes everybody you? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like it's hard to pinpoint one type of style. Like even fucking Lenny's crazy fucking flamingo legs. You know what I mean? Like,
giraffe looking motherfucker.
So, that's fucking great style too to watch. So,
I just like to watch him try and skate and eat shit. Remember, we were just at a spot. At a ditch, and fucking somehow he just fucking, you're just waiting for it. You're like, dude, this dude is sketchy. He's got giraffe legs,
ran out.
And if he runs out of anything, it's like, oh, dude, he's gonna eat shit, and you're just waiting for it. I'm just like, you know, his toes gonna clip like the fucking rock or something. Yeah, when you're first born, do you know what I mean? When you're first come out of the womb, like a little baby Bambi, and it's like tries to get up, or a little baby cat, and they're like, they fall over. That's Lenny, huh? Like, you're just like, oh shit. But hey, that's rad. So fucking, you're traveling around.
So like after I actually end up getting let go. We'll just leave off with the board sponsors, right? Yeah. So after Workshop, me being out in Philly and shit, I actually I was skating with like Pete Eldridge and Mark Brandstetter and all those guys. Right. They were all I was like part of that crew, and they all had that Baker bootleg going on at the time. Mark Brandstetter, Jay Strickland, and then yeah. So and then they actually.
How'd you run into?
Do you see this in?
I know. You just got talking. Yeah, there you go, buddy. There. Hey, but like, so the bootleg dudes, how did you run into, like, how that happened?
I was skating.
Bootleg sick, dude. That's big bootleg rad. Baker, right? Yeah, that's big dogs.
It's I missed the shit. But I was skating, you know what I mean? Just skating, just doing my fucking thing, dude. And
they hit you up.
I got let off fucking Workshop, and then like Mark Brandstetter. It was just, I put it in the air, and it just happened.
And that's a Baker, a bootleg dude?
Yeah. Mark, he's been filming, was team manager for Baker Bootleg for a long time, and just filming for like, he did like all the on videos, like a lot of the playing and them videos. He just like personal videos. He's just been around for skating, did a lot for skating.
For people that don't know, it's Baker and Death Wish now, but back in the day, it was Baker bootleg or Baker and Bootleg, right? Bootleg was like the Death Wish of now, right? That's what that was, a board company.
Yeah.
And what year do you remember what year that was? Can you remember that? No? 90s? Even, can you remember the fucking decade of it?
It had been like in the 90s, something like that.
Who was on the team?
Maldonado, Alyssa, Scott Kane, Nick Trapasso,
Scott Kane, all
Pete
right.
Eldridge,
Yeah.
and Tony Montgomery.
Damn, that's no Knox Godoy?
No, Knox was on Baker.
Oh, he was on Baker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's sick, dude. So like, and Andrew Reynolds is running it, right?
Yeah,
And
Baker,
Greco or Ellington.
Oh, the one now? Or
Well, not were they doing it back? Who was doing it back then? Like who?
Strickland and Reynolds. I think,
Oh, it's those two dudes.
Yeah. Andrew
Okay, and then
Reynolds
Greco and Ellington got into it later, maybe.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, I don't know. But Strickland, he's a fucking. That's all right, dude. You know, look, I'm like that
Get
too.
better mics. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But so fucking Strickland and Reynolds did the Baker bootleg, and then whatever conflict is between whatever happened in that period in time.
Yeah, right. But was that rad? Did you go on any trips with Andrew?
No. At that time, it was Baker and bootleg split ways.
Oh, so they weren't under the same roof. They like.
No.
Oh,
They
okay. I
moved.
keep thinking like I don't know.
So bootleg went one way and Baker went their way.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And Baker ended up being with Santa Cruz Skateboards out of NHS.
Baker did?
No, I mean bootleg.
Bootleg.
Bootleg did.
Okay. So you did you go on any trips with Knox? So
No.
I talked. You didn't?
No, I might have. I don't remember.
Okay. He's pretty cooked, so I don't know. But he wanted to ask about trip. All right. So
I'm pretty sure we might have. I mean, it's those were the glory days.
Crazy. And
Definitely
you were drinking and
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh, during this entire time, you know what I mean? I started, I think, drinking at the might have been like 14.
14 young, right?
Yeah, way too young.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, and were you doing drugs too?
Smoking weed at that point. When I was younger, I got into cocaine later on. You know what I mean? When I got older, but
Right. So that bootleg, man, and how long did that last? How long did you run for
it
bootleg?
lasted for a little while. I can't remember exactly how long, but we rode for bootleg for quite a while.
Yeah.
It was a great time. I got my first pro board on bootleg skateboards.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You had a pro model?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's rad.
Yeah, I had a couple of them.
Did you get any checks?
Yes, got
You
paid.
did?
Yeah, got paid.
What was like your biggest check? Back then?
I can't remember, man. It was a couple grand. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a couple grand.
That's like $1 million back then.
Back then it was, yeah.
Fuck
The $100 ain't shit nowadays.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah,
I was like,
goes by quick.
Goes by quick.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's sick. You had a board. Do you have any of the boards?
Yes, yeah.
You do still got.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, actually, Lonnie's even got one on his wall.
I'm taking it because he took one of my boards. He stole one of my boards, so I'm stealing that one.
Mm-hmm.
So can't wait to go back to your place. I'm taking it.
See?
All right.
Yeah, so I had
That's
boards
it?
come out
Let me
there.
see.
And speaking of that, that's that board, I remember being at my mom's house visiting, and that board showed up on Christmas Day when I was 18 years old. Like right after my 18th birthday that Christmas. Showed up on my door. On
A little
Christmas.
zoom in right here and see if you can see that's Nix's board right there, dude. That's rare right there. I need that for my collection.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I guess after that, bootleg, we went on a bunch of trips, man. It was great. I had a bootleg video part come out. It was so fun filming all that shit.
Did you hang out with Strickland?
Yeah, all the time. I stayed
He's
at his
cool.
house working forever out in LA. I'd wake up and he's just fucking smoking purple haze, drinking Starbucks on the computer, editing fucking everybody's madness, dude. It was
He was the editor, right? He ran it, right?
He
That
did
was
all
like
it.
that was his deal.
Yeah.
That was his get down of.
Yeah, him and Mark Brandstetter.
Yeah.
They did fucking, it was so rad.
He's doing something. I just had Knox Godoy in here.
Yeah.
And he's helping him out with hygiene skateboards. It's
Yeah,
through,
so I heard, I'm
Thank
interested
You
in seeing
Skateboards.
more stuff from it,
So I
man.
think-
Anything Jay does is super G, dude.
Yeah. I don't know him very well. I spoke to him a few times, and I seen him in San Francisco. I talked to him not too long ago when Knox hit me up, put me on the phone with him, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I seen you in San Francisco, but dude, you're on a bad one." You know what I mean? I don't even remember
Oh, yeah.
talking to Jay. You know what I mean? He's like, dude, I ran into you or whatever, but you were fucked up. You know, I don't even remember. But I know who Jay Strickland. That's right. Yeah, but he's helping Knox out with the hygiene skateboard, which is cool. You know, shit. Yeah, he's a badass, man.
Yeah, rad.
But that's cool, man. So you got that bootleg. You had a pro model. All right, and then what? Partying went like crazy, right? With bootleg, those dudes, right? Like,
yeah, partying fucking was definitely crazy, man.
And you're in the video, Bootleg 3000.
Yes, yeah.
Was that like your first big video part right
yes,
there?
It was, yeah.
It was,
yeah. The whole fucking red carpet premieres in Chinatown and shit.
Really?
Yeah, LA style was great. Yeah, it was fucking rad.
And how long did it take for now, like back then, you'd have to film, you'd film sometimes for months, sometimes it'd just take a day. Some people would just go out a couple days and get a whole part. You know what I mean?
Oh, back then, like, filming was no thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fucking, you pointed at, you know what I mean? Put it in front of me, some shit's going down. You know what I mean? Some of us do this, just like right now.
Right.
On the way here.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
That's right. Sick. So then what, like, so I know you got crazy and started partying, right?
Yeah.
Like, what did you ever end up going back home and like you're doing drugs and shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like eventually, you know what I mean? Skateboarding kind of fucking turned, like after bootleg went down, after, you know what I mean, bootleg stopped. Then Yellow brand skateboards came about through high grade distribution. I was still drinking heavily, you know what I mean? Still skating though, you know, and then partying still. Right. However,
well, that's what we were just doing back then. Like skating back then was just so
hand in hand. You know
that's what it came with it, you know, and
it
just partying, getting
lifestyle. It's like you're getting paid to play, you know what I mean? And then just fucking being around that atmosphere and just so much freedom and like the lack of guidance. I mean, I had a bunch of older, you know, brother figures, but however, everyone's still fucking partying, you know what I mean? Like,
wake up drunk and just drink a beer and then go skate. You're young, you could do that kind of stuff, you know? Every time we hit the road with me and my homies, dude, like we just go get wasted and it was just drinking all day and skating though. But when you're young, you could do that, you know, sweat it out, whatever. You didn't really have hangovers. I don't know, just keep drinking. Yeah, but that's cool. And then, so what? So after you started losing these sponsors, you lost your sponsor. Like, are you just faded? You just stopped? Like, did drugs? Because I know you're doing good now, and we'll dip into that. But like, what did the drugs and alcohol start like getting in your way of skating?
Yes,
because it definitely did mine.
Yeah, I mean, of course it did. I mean, so much. I mean, everything fell apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After like certain sponsors and shit, and then like, you know what I mean, drinking heavily and partying, it kind of, you know how it started off being fun, you know what I mean? It was fun and great.
Well, and we're young too, like, and we didn't care about school, so we just kind of did whatever we wanted, or I did, you know, did what I wanted. So like, and I didn't want no job. I was just trying to work it any way I could to not have to get a real job and do whatever. But once the party started, like, and you know what I mean, the drugs started hitting me, dude. That it's just that lifestyle of just like, we just are like, we're reckless, dude. We just do whatever we want, you know. We'll deal with the consequences later.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like thinking about tomorrow at that point.
No,
like,
not back then. No, man, you're just living day by day, like wherever it takes you.
What happens today is what happens today.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll figure it out tomorrow when we wake up.
Yeah, like who gives a shit about tomorrow?
Yeah,
fuck.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. That's how that was. It's just not like you didn't care, but I mean, just fucking blatantly just. Gives a fuck. Yeah, that's what you do when you're young. Yeah, I'm just doing this.
That's right.
I'm just doing this.
That's crazy. So, and then, did you ever? Where did drugs start popping up like big time, like with you?
Big time? I mean,
I know that. Wait, let's back up. Like, well, there's stories. All right, the lady made a video, and in that video, There's a animation.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny.
Oh, an HD video, yeah.
The trick you did, what did you...
I did that. Where the gap I did is in Ocala, Florida.
Okay.
Where I did that switch tray flip.
Right.
Yeah.
And the night before?
Yeah, the animation of that is based off of that trick I did in the video, in the West Side video, Montesi's video at the end there. I switched trade in that gap.
But the night before...
The night before that, I fucking...
was crazy, right?
Wilding out. I was like, just another day in fucking La La Land.
La La. What were you guys doing?
Just fucking partying, fucking anything under the sun at that point.
What was it, dude? I want to know. Cocaine, acid, fucking PCP? What was it? Tell me.
We're just fucking partying, just sniffing coke, drinking, you know what I mean, mushrooms, fucking, just the typical.
Everybody's
just doing whatever the fuck it is you please, you know what I mean?
And then you were what? You were
out partying and then fucking, I was just talking shit because I nollie flipped into it actually, like before, and I remember I was talking to John Newport about it, and nodding, I was like, well, nollie flip, and then Newport was like, no, you're not gonna do it. It was always some motherfucker talking shit, you know what I mean? And I did it. And I was like, fuck you too, you know what I mean? Yeah. I did it, you know, boom, got that. And I was actually talking about switch training because it was like a hot trick at the time.
Yeah.
Switch trays coming out, whatever. And I was learning them and I was doing them decent enough for me to think I could do it, you know. And I fucking was partying. I was talking shit. I'm like, I'm gonna go fuck switch tray that all geeked out. You know what I mean? I'm fuck Superman, dude. I'm gonna fly wherever the fuck I want. You know?
Right?
Whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, fuck you, of course. You know what I mean? And then I wake up like all fucked up, still fucking, you know, lit. And I'm just like, dude, fucking everyone's all fucked up. I'm like, dude, I'm a mess, dude. And I'm like, I think I woke somebody up. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, there was still a party going on.
Everyone was still up partying?
No, they were all blacked out, but the house was just like, God,
a
like,
wreck.
Fucking typhoon of cocaine and booze, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good God. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. I woke everybody up. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, let's go coffee. And then what? Like, just skate the spot. They're like, what? I'm like, the fucking Gap.
You're like, yeah, remember last night?
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta go fucking beat myself up for this shit I just did all night long. You fucking assholes. You know what I mean?
Sweat all this cocaine out of my system.
So it was like, get the fuck out of here. So I was like, dude, let's go. I mean, I really just fucking went there. And started olling into it, and I just fucking did it, man.
How many tries did it take you?
Not that many.
No?
Not that many. I don't remember exact, but it was like under like 15.
Were they all tripping?
Yeah. Of course they were. I was tripping, but I was hanging the fuck on. That's a ass Gap. I mean, I switched olling into it a bunch of times, you know what I mean? I was switching olling into it and shit, olling into it, and then just started going for it. And then just caught that one, and once you see black, you just attack. You talk about the grip tape, you know?
Catch and stomp it down, huh?
So I just stomped on it, fucking hung on. It was fun as shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm still doing switch trays today because of that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, you still fucking got it, dude. I love to see how what's the word? Enthusiastic? Is that like a word? Like enthusiast of skate. Like you're excited to wake up. You wake up early.
Yeah,
that's rad. And you're ready to go skate, and I dig that. You know what I mean? You're like a true skate rat. Mm-hmm. It's fucking rad. How old are you?
38.
Oh, so you know what I mean? 38 and still like a skate rat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Get yours now. You know what I mean? Because you got to get yours now before that body won't let you no more.
Well, I mean, it goes back to the fucking, you know what I mean? The drinking, the drugs. I mean, like I took away, I mean, I don't know how many years mentally and physically off my body. You know what I mean? I ended up going to jail because of drugs and my depression. Yeah.
Prison, right?
Because of
and what was that over? Like what was
it was basically it was, you know, me not being in self-control. I lost my control of my addiction, my depression, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the whole mental state of just your whole self-awareness.
So what were you doing? Like, you selling drugs? Were you rocking shit? Like, what were,
I got in the, you know, I was...
How dark did it get?
Once, like, the skating and the companies fell apart, you know what I mean? And then I'm, like, trying to chase sponsors, and I'm not chasing sponsors at that point, you know what I mean? I'm still living that lifestyle lifestyle. I'm still partying. So then I get into selling fucking drugs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not like just put my foot into it. I'm just going to dive all into it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then being, you know, I tried to quit partying so I could continue to sell drugs, you know what I mean, and maintain that, and don't work.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? And then you're just getting used and abused by every which way possible.
It's just a shady.
It sucks.
It does.
Fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I just lost everything. You know what I mean? Due to drugs and alcohol, bro.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is, and I lost myself, and thank God for you guys, you know what I mean, and Novak and Lonnie and my family and support team now and my good friends at home and family, dude. It's like,
you're doing great now.
Yeah,
and when we first started going on the trips with Novak and everyone, you were drinking still, right?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Were you doing blow and stuff? Like
no, I didn't.
You're just drinking and doing your
I haven't
little
done
bit
any of that for a while.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm scared of that shit nowadays.
So so I know Novak helped you out, right?
Yeah.
Novak's the one that got you where you cleaned up, right? What was the point of where, like, dude, I'm done with it? Because you know what I mean? It takes a lot to
does.
like.
Well, I mean, I'll get to it. It takes a lot to get the fucking your mind wanting to.
And it's hard.
It's hard as shit, dude.
It is.
I mean, I got tired of. I got sick of myself. I got sick of. I guess basically I was trying to tolerate myself throughout the years of like, okay, I can still fight. You know what I mean? I could tolerate myself enough to make it through the day.
Yeah.
And then I guess, I mean, still trying to stay sober and skate and do all these trips, and I was still mentally depressed and mentally down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't mentally there. I mean, it was a fact. You know what I mean? I was not there. I was not happy with myself, even though we were skating and stuff. I just wasn't comfortable still.
Yeah, there's always stuff buried in. Like, it's not just the addiction. There's below the surface of addiction. There's like inside. There's something we're dealing with. Pain. That like whatever. We all got our own little thing that we either drink, get high. That numbs that pain or whatever that we're not happy with on the inside, then it's just more than just an addiction. You know what I mean? And until you start digging in on that and fucking facing those demons that you got in there, you know what I mean? You're going to be stuck there for a minute, you know?
And I was. I don't know how long I tried to fight it, you know what I mean? But throughout the trips, we all went on for those, for years. And
we're all in that van. Novak's obviously clean and sober, and a lot of you cats, we're partying, and those other people, those other kids that fucking dipshit would bring along, just partying, you know what I mean? And just watching them, I was just like, and they're young, I get it, but did you like? That's what was good for me to have Novak there, like fucking another sober, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, during those trips, I didn't drink much.
Right, you didn't.
But like, if I did drink, I wasn't with you. You know what I mean? Like, I walked away, or like I went to the store by myself.
Yeah, you kind of do your thing.
But half the time, I didn't drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried to not go on those trips drinking with the different mentality. I mean, because like all in all, what I learned is, the process of your thinking has everything to do with like how I fucking act and feel throughout the day. So if I think positive, I'm gonna act positive. I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna be positive.
Did you ever? I think that's Gabe. So what's up, Gabe? We got Gabe in here.
You ready?
Yeah.
No.
So we're gonna keep this going, but everybody, this is my homie Gabe right here. This is where we do the county jail Ripride or Die podcast. Thank you to Gabe. He's the one that tattoos me. He does art. He does everything. California designs. Watch out, Nix, get out of my way. I'm trying to I'm trying to eye this camera right here. So that's my homie Gabe, man. So he's helped me out a lot. Like I told you, he's tattooed my face, my armpits, my tongue. He's covered me on a lot of tattoos. badass artist. And I just gotta hook him up. He's gonna tattoo Nix today.
Yeah.
While we're doing this podcast, we're gonna add a little juice to it. But California Designs, Marietta. So.
Oh, it's down there. Let me get in there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Here.
So he's gonna tattoo him, but if you live in Marietta, man, you need helmets, spray painted, whatever, tattoos. California Designs right here, Brags.
I got you.
He got you, straight up. We're gonna do a little tattoo. Next, you ready to feel a little pain?
Yeah.
So
we're
behind
gonna
you,
keep
plug
this
that
talking. Okay, you wanna plug it in?
Yeah, behind you.
All right. Gotcha.
So where we leave off on?
All right. So yeah, the drug. Like, did you ever see like?
This on?
You just take that shirt off, dude. He'll find you. Yeah, you just gotta get that off. Big Smiles has gotta take a little break right now. No, but do you ever see like Lenny? I'm just like, because he wasn't on his best behavior. Let's just admit that.
No.
know?
I mean, well, Lonnie had a lot to do with my sobriety. I mean,
No, I know he's helped you out, but
like,
man.
I mean, no, man. I was blatantly enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just get beat up and not, like you just get sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I
you know,
was mentally just not happy. Like it just wasn't working. My life was not working.
Did you reach out to Novak, or did Novak get in your ear? Or?
Novak and Lonnie and them been trying to get me, and y'all been fucking. You know what I mean? You haven't been throwing it down my throat. But
no, I don't want.
But like Lonnie and Novak have been like, they see it. You know what I mean? They see it.
Yeah.
And once someone else sees it from the outside, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people saw it. My family, you know what I mean? It's just, they just didn't say it or knew I wasn't going to listen at the point. And I didn't listen to them for fucking years.
Yeah, you got to be right.
You know what I mean? So
and Lenny didn't listen either.
So it takes you. I mean,
you gotta want it.
Yeah.
No, you can't help someone unless they want to help themselves. You know what I mean? You could tell them till they're blue in the face. You know what I mean? Like you have to be ready, and willing to do whatever it takes. You know, but I commend you. I think that's the word. I commend. That's like commend you like for stepping up and wanting to take a move. So you Novak took you into. He's got a sober house, right?
Yeah, he's got the Novak house.
Novak, and that's where you went.
But I couldn't. He didn't just want me to go right in there, which I praise him for this, because the fact that Lonnie ended up getting me into this place over in like the shores in like Cambridge, Maryland.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Some shit like that. Yeah.
Lenny should have went with you, man.
Maybe
he should have been right by your side. Yeah.
But however, Novak and them wanted me to go to like a treatment facility, you know what I mean?
A detox first?
No. It is like a detox, but it's a rehab.
Right.
And however, I looked at it like going to school, but not like the school for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They gave me the time to look into myself and like figure out what's wrong with it. Like, why am I thinking this way? Why am I feeling this way? It's not like a school it wasn't depressive. It wasn't down. You know what I mean? They taught me, gave me tools to learn about myself, and I still use everything I should have been, you know what I mean? I do today that I should have been doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And to rewind back, I remember you called me and told me you're going, and I talked to you, or you were thinking about going, and you were going in that day.
Yeah, the day I called.
And the attitude you had then to now, you're like, Andy, I don't listen to nobody, dude. Like, I don't, it was like
I was scared and I didn't know.
No, but that's what I'm getting at.
These people ain't even been through our shit, you know what I mean?
No, that's our natural instincts to be like, man, I don't, because you're saying, dude, I don't like when people tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've always done it my way. And everything you're saying, I was like, I was the exact same way. You know what I mean? Like, dude, now you're going in there weak. You know what I mean? You're vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not knowing, and there's going to be a change, and change is hard to go and do something like, and being told what to do. And like, your self-esteem ain't very high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're just not doing that great and then things aren't going well for you at that moment.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but I remember your attitude is just like, it was almost like, dude, if they say anything, I'm out. They ain't tell like you. I just seen you and me, or however you say it, like I could relate to you, and to see how you are now, and just like it's like a 180. You know what I mean? You just seem more at ease and like.
Yeah, I am. I'm finally like cool, and I'm cool with myself, and like all I want to do is be positive and progressive with, you know.
You are positive.
I just want to be blessings to those around me. I want to be a better person to myself throughout the day, all day, tomorrow, for you guys, let alone for myself. You know?
And I'm very. I just want you to know I'm proud of you, Nick.
Thank you,
you know what I mean? Because I've heard stories, dude. I've heard stories. And I just know how we are. Just we're animals, dude.
Give a fuck,
we don't go by rules, dude. We're just not like that.
But now
you know
I got my own rules, so it's like I'm beyond grateful for you guys for Novak, the opportunity I have. You know, I fell in love with myself again.
Yeah.
Thanks to not only, you know,
gotta love yourself, dude,
but I couldn't have done it without you guys, without my family, without anybody. I can't do it. I mean, I really couldn't have. I gave up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I'm fucking back in love with skating it, dude. I'm going hard. I'm filming a part with Super Stone Skateboarding and Mike Duffy Gang down in Baltimore right now. I'm about to I got some footage stacked up, filming with this fucking Lenny.
And it's funny because Lenny would always hit me up, dude, you got to talk to Nick, or dude, he's not doing good. And it's funny how the tables flip.
Oh.
Now, homeboy needs some help. Yeah, you're doing all right here and there, but just as much as he was worried about you.
Yeah, but now.
It's funny to see, like, the changes that happen, you know what I mean? And, like, you know, and then now you can help him out. Yeah. Just like he was helping you out, you know, or any of us. You help anyone, you know.
Yeah,
but I'm going to lay into that dude because
I gave him some advice, and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm really surprised it's coming from you." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you're giving him advice.
I know, and I'm like,
way more advice than probably he ever gave you.
I mean,
and it's wise, knowledgeable.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
All right, so we're gonna. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
We're gonna keep this going,
Thank
Gabe. So. What we're gonna do this tattoo.
Yeah.
And Gabe, I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
What?
This is fucking sick.
He hit me out. I was like, I'll hit him up, but I'm thanks, Gabe. Fucking Gabe rules, dude. Dude, Gabe's the sickest. You want Ripride, right?
Yes.
And my lettering.
For you, yeah.
I'm gonna write it on this, right, Gabe? And then.
Yeah, and then I'll transfer it onto this, and then we'll put it on him.
Okay. Do it straight across right here.
I mean, shoot, that's really on you.
How big?
It's up to you, yeah, or down. What's easy for you, brother?
Like stack down, like rip right.
It'll look, or you could do it. Look, you could go like.
Or like that.
I think it's got. How about like, give me. Fuck, man, going to the gun show or what? Look at these.
My wrist.
No, like we're about like. Straighten it back.
Yesterday.
We're about like that rip like that. Or something, but it had to be curved, huh?
Yeah, but that's backwards. It's gotta go this way. So this is what we're gonna do.
Tell me. Or what about? Do you want it easier?
Yeah, I would say so. When your arms up like this, it says Ripride.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So start right here and just write Ripride in a straight line. I'll transfer it onto his arm.
Just straight across right here.
Yeah.
How big? Tattoo pot like this. We got a little.
Yeah. Not like that.
Okay. Big letter like that? Or.
No fucking subliminal dicks in there either, you fucking poser.
That's for Lenny.
We'll save that for him.
Yeah. He'd ask for it, though. He wouldn't even have to do it subliminally. He'd just be like, "Can I get a wiener on me?" He's weird like that, dude.
Did you spell it wrong?
No, man. I know how to spell. Barely, but I do this so much I can spell it.
Too big.
Right. No, wait. Shut the fuck up, Lenny.
Gabe's gonna add his love to it, man.
Oh, dude, he gets down on the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like, these trips we went on with all dipshit over here, let me tell you.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, clumsy. Let's just and this is we love you. Like, you don't have to get sad and be a sensitive shell collector. And we've seen him cry. We've seen it all. He's just one of those dudes. He just sets himself out to be tortured. And everything that I put on my Instagram, people are like, yeah, he has it coming, dude. Get him. They just love it.
Easy.
He's like easy target. He sets himself up.
For some reason, I swear to God, dogs don't like him.
I believe
and just
it.
like the other day, we were fucking skating. Oh, this is yesterday at UCLA. Fucking little group of fucking people come out, whatever, little dogs are running around. This fucking dog comes out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, runs straight up to him. What the fuck does he do? He gets off the board, sticks his hand in front of the dog's face. Like, that's what you want to fucking do to a dog when it's coming at you fucking full speed trying to bite your ass. Just get off the board, stick your fucking hand in front of it.
Yeah, you know we know.
He wants to throw it.
Yeah, I know.
He wants to throw it.
Yeah, he got bit. Yeah, he's just one of those dudes that's just bad luck. He's just that dude. You know what I mean? You bomb down a hill, you're going through the interstate, he's that dude that's going to get fucking ran over by a car. You know what I mean? He goes to buy a hooker on the street. He's the one that's going to get the undercover prostitute. You know what I mean? It's just all that stuff that happens to him.
He wants to go on a motorcycle ride.
All those trips we went on.
Yeah.
Novak rubbing his balls on his face. Remember at the little manual pad that we went to, and Novak was just rubbing his balls all over his face, and he just loved it, and laughter. He was like, "Oh my God, I love this so much. Rub it all over my face, please, please." It's like, what? And he don't care, and he loves Asian girls, right? He loves Asian girls. Anytime we're going on trips, let's go get Chinese food or something.
He loves dumplings.
Yeah,
Korean dumplings. His girl cooks them for him all the time.
Horrible.
Yes.
But those trips were fun. Like, the first one we went, Bam was with us.
Yeah, Bam was on one. That's like he left that one to go to rehab too also. And
he didn't end up.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the one we left for Maine when we were in Maine. When we got to the witch town.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Salem, Massachusetts, right?
Yeah. We got to see all those witch houses and stuff.
That shit was sick as fuck.
We went swimming out in that water with dirty needles.
Yeah, all that glass and shit. That was fucking disgusting. I don't know what the fuck. It's not like Florida water, though.
No.
Florida water's got that funk.
Where did you end up doing jail time at? Like in Florida? Is that Florida, where most of your trouble happened?
Yep.
And what's the prisons like out there in Florida?
They're great, Andy. What the fuck you think they're like? They're fucking paradise. They're fucking
hey, dude, when I went, I was like vacation to me. I was like, I made the best out of it.
It was exciting. Living in a fucking gutter at the time too. So you're like, what? Free fucking booty and fucking bed. Let me get this fucking poser.
Tattoos, top spreads, like
He loved it. Like fucking Sheraton for you.
It was fucking a blast, dude. I don't miss it though. No, but dude, I'm just proud of you, dude. Like to fucking clean it up, man. And
it's long overdue.
Yeah, man. And if you just give it a chance, man, it's just cool.
Yeah, I mean,
it just makes life a little easier.
It is, but I mean, I'm just grateful that I'm self-aware in the fact that I know how to control my urges. Like, I know how to overcome my feelings of fucking being down and out. Yeah. Feeling like I need to. Because there's times that, don't get me wrong, I've been like, fuck, hell, I called you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel this way. And hearing it from you guys, and let alone just taking the time to fucking think before I process negative actions, you know what I mean? It's fucking.
That's what you do.
Before, it's just like, don't even think about it. It's like, fuck this, fuck you know what I mean? Boom.
That quick.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, woosah, you know, take a fucking moment to breathe and think throughout the day. So,
and that's the tools you get when you go to rehab.
Yeah, that's one. I was really grateful about that because Novak wanted me and Lonnie wanted me to go through that process, and I'm really grateful I did because a lot of guys that go straight into rehabs or so forth don't really make it because they gave me the time to really like go to school for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like going straight into the Novak's house and like not having all the tools I needed, you know what I mean, to be able to
so you didn't go to Novak's first?
No, I went to a rehab first.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
and then you went, Novak's is a sober living. Right, to where you're at, it's after. Yeah, and it's good because that's where you get the tools, and when you go to these treatment centers
some
and rehabs.
Of those guys, they end up just coming in right off the street to Novak's, and I'll tell you what, they don't fucking last. You know what I mean? You can tell them the same shit, but...
That's why Lenny relapsed, because he split and never went back and it's just the honest truth, and that's just how it goes. If you don't go in and take it serious and get those tools and learn to be able to cope with situations that come your way, and
it's only a matter
you can
of
be
time.
easily it's just a matter of time, and that's what happened with this dude. You know what I mean? So I may give him shit, but it's the truth. You know, You got to stick around, you know what I mean? Or it's hard to do it, especially as much as how deep we all are in this. You know what I mean? It's serious.
Yeah.
And I give them shit, but it's the facts. You know what I mean? And dude, it just takes one little thought, man. It's just that it's a disease we have, and all it takes is one. That's how it was for me. You know what I mean? Like, I just need one little excuse, a dude to look at me wrong, or an argument with a girl. Oh, I gotta go get. I'd make it up in my. I'd make the situation negative where there was a problem where I had an excuse to go take off and get high. Mm-hmm. But now I'm like, my roughest for me, anything bad comes my way, or there's something rough, or there's something that's shitty, or built, whatever it is, man, now I learned to process. All right, sleep on it, and it ain't as bad as it really ain't that bad. You know what I mean? And we're not locked up, dude. We got options to do some cool stuff. You know, just gotta give it a chance.
Yes,
you know,
gotta give it a chance. I mean, I suggest if anyone is going through that, I mean, the grass is greener on this side. I promise you, mentally and physically. You know what I mean? It has been nothing but a blessing. My sobriety has brought me to places, you know what I mean? Mentally, myself, I'm fucking happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you became you went to that, you went for a 30 days or something?
60 days.
Oh, 60, good.
60
okay.
days
60 days.
And then I did, I was at Novak's for almost a year.
What was the most you got out of that 60 days, dude? What hit you to...
What hit me the most, I think, was having the time to myself. You know what I mean? It was actually a good thing and a bad thing at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think what I got the most out of being there was just the simple fact that I got the clarity of that. I have my clarity back of my mind. You know what I mean? I got my thinking process back, because I wasn't thinking correctly back then. I was thinking negative. So my positive thinking has changed. So basically, I feel that if I think positive, I'm going to act positive. I'm going to speak positive. I'm going to be positive. You know what I mean? So just stay fucking positive thinking. Then everything else is just going to be positive. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to cheat. Fuck off. You ain't going to be a fucking piece of shit no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as long as I don't drink. Because I was the one who's if I drank, I had to sniff Coke. If I sniffed Coke, I had to drink. And it just wasn't going to be just for the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm doing it and doing it and doing it. And
doing it.
And then that would lead to trouble. God, hurting people around me, those, that care for me.
Hurting yourself. Yeah, do that.
I mean, someone that's not you. This shit wasn't me. And if I would have listened, wasn't so fucking hard-headed back then.
And it takes away from our skating, everything.
It took away my freedom, my life, my family, my friends, you know what I mean? People I call my brothers. You know what I mean? That's fucking family to me, you guys. So
it is.
It's just the fucking vicious cycle, you know what I mean?
Right.
It is what
it is a vicious cycle, man, and it's hard to get out of, man. So I'm proud of you, dude. It's crazy just to see the change. Yeah. Just from that phone call when you were going that day, you were tripping.
I was.
And just to see you now, it's that's what I enjoy of I work at New Origins at the treatment center I went through, and when I became a house manager and just being around some of these clients, to see them come in and they're just man, you know, like, and there's doubts, you know, like, man, I don't see this person just turning around.
Yeah.
And they do, you know what I mean? Because they're just willing, and it's a lot to do with the treatment plate, you know, like where I was, New Orleans is like, they just cared there. So it was just like to see the changes of people come in, and just like me, a mess, and then like the transformation, you know what I mean, and then doing well, and like that's just like I enjoy that, to see that, like the other side of someone, you know, like the smile on that, people glow, you know what I mean?
It's clear as night and day, dude. It really is.
It is.
It's clear as fucking night and day, the changes that proceed progressively to a positive affirmation of, you know what I mean, your life back. Like, I mean, it's not gonna be easy and fucking shoots and ladders every day,
it's not,
but
man.
however, you mean, the mentally and like everything that falls in line with your life, you'll come back together. Like,
yeah,
I feel like my mind, I mean, I'm still a year and 4 months, so like I still feel like I'm still physically healing, you know what I mean?
Oh, we are. We're like, constantly healing.
For all these 20 plus years of fucking mayhem, you know what I mean? It's literally taking a toll.
Like, it's a disease, dude. This is the shit we're gonna be fighting for the rest of our lives. You know what I mean?
Every day's a fight. It's chronic pain every day. However, but it's not. I'm not mentally torturing myself anymore,
and not hate yourself.
And I don't hate myself anymore. I don't. You know what I mean? It's just so many positive things that's come from.
And it's cool. I don't care what people think anymore, man. Like, I just don't. I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to be good to people.
Exactly.
I just don't want no problems. No, I'm too old for that. This wears you out.
I just want to push people around me, man, to go forward, push positivity forward. You mean myself and those around me, dude. Just bless everyone around me. Try to just overcome fucking. Because
what you're doing, you could pass that on to someone else that's struggling. You know what I mean? For someone like that dude. You know what I mean? That. Damn, he could do it, I could do it, or anyone. You know, like,
now today I just try to live by being a positive, you know what I mean, role model just of myself, you know what I mean? Like, okay, today, how could I become a better person today?
Yep.
You know, I want to be, how can I fucking do this better? You know what I mean? What
and there's something every day we work on.
Oh, God, it's something every fucking day. Like, how I could have reacted better this way, you know what I mean? Shit like that, but... It's been great, man. There's so much more to do, and I enjoy it. And the best thing now, I remember my trips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I remember what we did a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a great time since I've been here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you guys flew out, and we went to the fountain.
Yes.
In San Bernardino.
Oh, yeah. I was just telling Mark earlier today when we first got here, because he showed me on the phone about one of the tricks I did.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that spot years ago, never got to skate it. And then until recently, you know, everyone out here in LA and shit been skating it. And I had those 2 tricks in mind, the 2 tricks I did.
Yeah.
The one I just recently learned not so long ago how to do it on tranny. And
so which one is that? You got to tell us.
The switch hurricane.
Yeah.
Switch backside hurricane or frontside. I don't know how people fucking call it, but.
Yeah. Frontside.
When on my way out here, I was like, dude, I want to see. And then I found out it's like right by your house. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Not far.
So I was really glad the first day we showed up, you know what I mean? We went to that spot, and I did the 2 tricks I've been wanting to do on that spot.
And a switch backside tail slide.
Yeah, the switch back tail on it, and I switch hurricane did it.
It's sick.
Yeah, dude.
The skateboarders that skated that thing, it's legendary. Neil Blender had a frontside ollie. That's the photo that stands out to me the most. Neil Blender doing a frontside ollie. Ray Barbie did a frontside ollie on it. The dude board slid all. There's so many
the board
dudes.
slide all the way around.
Yeah, some people gotten busy there. You know, there's some good. Some skateboarding's gone down there for sure.
Yeah,
so, and you got yours.
Yeah, I did.
You
get
know what
mine.
I mean?
I'm happy about that. I'm stoked.
That place is hard to skate.
It is.
That rubble or whatever.
It's like gravel pit, dude.
Yeah.
It's different than I expected, but it's cool, man. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I did that.
No, that's great. That's good. And we went to some ditch, and you got the nollie flipper.
Red. You got your tan on.
I was sunbathing.
Poser.
Yeah,
fucking tanning.
Yeah,
every spot
I'm
you get your tan on. You got your board slide in.
We went to was it Griffith or Griffin
Park?
Griffith.
I can't say it.
Griffith Park. Yeah, and that spot's the ditch with the little snapper into. It's got a little snapper and then that barrier.
Oh yeah.
That was sick. Yeah,
that was sick.
And what else did you get to skate? You guys jammed around?
Yeah, we jammed around. Fucking went to Stoner Park, skate park.
Yeah,
and to Santa Monica Courthouse. We met up with homie Charles and shit. Got the Rip, Eco Food.
Yeah.
Skated, got some downtown spots. Hooked up with homie Bagman. Yeah, Bagman.
Mike. Yeah. Mike. Oh, dude, yeah. He's sick, dude. Yeah, we went We went to Lala's.
That place is fire. I remember going there with Alyssa a long time ago when I stayed with them out here.
Oh, that's like a known spot.
Yeah, it's fucking fire, dude.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty good. He had that crazy car. What was it? He had a nice car.
Oh, the Haman,
I don't even know the name.
It's like a Arabian G-Wagon, dog. It's fucking stupid cars. They're dumb.
Not that many made, he said.
No,
whatever.
yeah, they're sick.
Man, all right. Mike, right? Mike. Yeah, he was sick.
But
and his homie, Scumdog. Yeah. Got shot. Remember he told us he got shot, dude. In Colombia.
Script Man.
What is it?
Script Man.
What was that?
That's his name, Scumdog, Script Man.
Oh, okay.
Script.
Yeah, he went to Colombia and got shot,
yeah,
right?
Into some fucking gangster shit, you know.
Yeah. Where was it at? Where was it?
Right.
Where you got shot? Colombia? Or
Medellin.
Where the hell's that? Colombia?
Yeah.
All right. I can't say that word, but just Colombia. Somewhere in Colombia.
Some cartel shit going on.
Fucking Pablo Escobar land or some shit. Yeah. All right. This trip's been good. And then we also got to we went out in the desert, King of the Hammers, and we got to Ruben, my homie Ruben, Don Wapo Hot Sauce, hooked us up with Cade and his dad and all his homies, professional
doom buggies,
razors or something like. It's like it used to be on TV and stuff. That's like a big deal. But they climb rocks and fucking what else? Like
we went. I did the rock.
But they threw us in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Dude, climbing those rocks.
That was fucking insane.
So King of the Hammers somewhere out in Desert Storm. And
Desert Storm.
Yeah, it was
it was a fucking desert storm out there.
Come on, let's do this. Tell me when. What's up, motherfuckers? We're at fucking Hammertown. You know what Hammertown means?
Look at this shit.
He-Man and shit. Now we got Gilligan's Island coming up back. We might end up in the ER, you never know.
I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
It's on, motherfucker! King of the fucking hammer!
sick, dude. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you, homie.
Fuck yeah, of course,
Yeah,
dude.
you guys are badass. Dude.
Yeah, we had to bring this one out because I didn't want to just take you out and that. I was like, and my new car is a single-seater, so I'm like, shit, how do I give rides? I'm like, Kevin, you want to give Andy Roy rides? He's like, fuck yeah, I do. Of course I do.
Great.
Hey, this is gnarly because people just go. Dude, it's like motorcycle tickets and sketchy, huh?
Thank you, Cade. Thank you, Ruben, for hooking me and Nix up.
Yes,
for
rad.
getting us. Cade's a badass, and his dad. Like, how much did he say the car was worth?
Oh, fucking
$500,000.
yeah.
Like, about just to put it all into it, and dude, these razors or I don't know whatever they're just gnarly rock climbing
cars. Like,
yeah,
badass.
dude, just climb.
I don't know,
dude. The stuff we were going on when I went, I was like, "There's no way we're going up these rocks, dude." It was like
boulders,
boulders, and we mowed right over it.
Yeah.
You know, it was gnarly. It was pretty crazy.
literally up a mountain.
You could die.
Rock
People
mountain.
die all the time out
Some
there.
some guy died that night we pulled up, or the night before we got there. We got there that afternoon.
Oh yeah,
some guy
that's
died.
right. Yeah. But so a big shout out to King of the Hammers, Cade, and your whole crew. Thank you very much, Ruben. Thank you very much for making that happen. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was an experience that I've never done before.
That shit before, going fucking up a mountain in a car vertical.
Right, next time, Cade, you gotta let us drive the.
Oh God,
dude, I'll run Lenny. Oh, dude, like in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd run him right over. But it was we want to ride it next time. So shout out to King of the Hammers, man. It was just there wasn't very many dirt bunnies out there either, huh, dude? It was just like a lot.
all you want to do is catch tan and get dirt bunnies. Dude. That's all you want to do. You're such a poser. You don't even fucking skate anymore. You just want to get dirt bunnies and fucking.
Just hump girls and the lot lizards.
I don't fucking know. You had your pick about 5 bitches out of there is what it basically was.
There wasn't many out there.
All of them were dirtier
Bunch
than
of
you.
dudes.
Scumbag. I slept in the van the whole time.
Yeah, me too. But no, that was cool though, riding those
fucking doom buggies.
razors or whatever they're called.
I call them doom buggies. I don't know why.
He had the whole crew, dude. And they work on it, man. And it's like how many miles is it? I forgot what they say. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But that was cool. But yeah. So Gabe's getting busy on you right now. How does it feel?
That's great.
It does, right?
I think
he's got a light hand. He's got a light hand.
This might be the first tattoo I've gotten sober.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, so this is sick.
Yeah, that's great.
Dedicated to you and the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Rip, ride, or die.
Should have got fucking dirtbag dickhead or something.
Yeah, Gabe's rad. But yeah, dude, what else? You go back home. Baltimore, dude, it's cold there right now.
Yeah, it is cold there right now. But I'm looking forward to going back, man. And I got a dentist appointment I got to get to. However, I might have to go to urgent care too because I ate shit yesterday at the Dogtown Z-Boy ditch.
Yeah.
I filmed it though. I ate shit and then made the line.
Right.
I fell hard.
All right.
Maybe urgent care trip. I don't know yet.
Yeah, you'll be all right, dude. You'll be all right.
Like
the teeth, though, you got to get the teeth. Teeth hooked up, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The teeth are mandatory, man. With their teeth.
But yeah, man, I've been filming for this video part, dude.
Yeah,
I got some footage stacked up. It'll be my first time skating sober again.
Yeah.
I mean, I skated sober, but it was really rare.
Right.
A brief moment of my life of like 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after that, like, it just felt right at hand. Weed, you know what I mean? And alcohol, and then
right.
Quasi down the line. But however, I'm filming for a fucking part, dude.
Sick.
Bo and his family, his whole family is like a filming crew. It's called Super Stone Production. Super Stone Skateboarding.
Super Stoned?
Super Stone, yeah.
Stone or stoned?
Stone, fool.
All right, Super Stone.
STONE, yo.
No D. All right.
And it's him. It's him and his sons and his daughter.
And you go out filming
with him, yeah. And we go all over the place.
All right.
We go to Philly and DC a lot. Been filming for them. It'd be my first little part with like.
That's good, man. To see you're skating and
Yeah.
But
I filmed the part with Lonnie, you know what I mean? For the
Lenny.
HD thing with Lenny.
Yeah.
Fool. And
Yeah.
the HC Video Magazine issue 1, I remember that I wasn't really sober during that whole process, so
Yeah.
we did go on. I was sober on our trips briefly, you know what I mean? But
We went to Skatopia too. Remember we went to Skatopia?
Yeah,
that was pretty
Skatopia
cool.
was fucking rad.
We video, but we'll never see the footage ever again.
I know we skated that fucking bowl.
We'll never know though, because we'll never see anything of
I
it.
do remember it, and then I just don't think we'll ever see it. But
No.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see it one day.
When we're dead.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see it. It'll come out.
Skatopia was sick.
It was sick.
So let's talk a little Skatopia. You lived out in Skatopia.
I stayed there for about a month or so.
Or a month. That's
I went out there to start one of my, like, the first time I tried to get sober, I was out there. And it's kind of a bizarre place. Hear me out, though. I know it's a bizarre place because people usually go out there and they fucking, you know what I mean, get twacked out, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want to do out there. But, however, I'm good friends with them, and they had nobody out there at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they kind of shut it down, and they, like, let me just kind of be at peace, and I was.
Right.
And, it's really nice out there.
It is.
Fucking
It was
country.
cool.
And I was sober. I started, like, got sober, then I ended up flying out of there for a while. I was there for a month to get sober, and I left.
You hung out. Bruce was out there then?
Yeah, Bruce was there.
Bruce
you
Martin,
know, he
yeah.
was out there, and he was rad, man. Bruce is a great guy. Scary guy. Great guy.
Yeah, he's cut from a different cloth.
Yes. That's
I met Bruce when I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Showed up at Buena Vista.
Buena Vista.
The pool it's a pool, like a pool I grew up learning how to skate at. And he was there. A lot of people would come through there, and he was there, and he was so gnarly. Andrex on the space wall, it was steep vert, and he'd do Andrex reverts over the light. It's gnarly. Like he was a maniac on wheel. Just the way Bruce skates is. He's on that level with like Red and those guys. Dude, they're just Pete. I don't know. These dudes are on they're on some other shit, man. They're gnarly. Bruce, Skatopia ain't no joke. Then we were talking about him the other day when we're all hanging out.
Yeah.
And I get a phone call on my phone.
Yeah, and it was.
And it's an unknown, not unknown, but it was from Ohio. And I usually, if I don't see a name to it, I'm not answering it, but I answered it, and it was Bruce Martin.
Yeah.
After we were just talking about him.
Bruce, actually, I went to give Bruce.
He was so sweet on the phone.
Mail,
Yeah.
Before the first trip we went on. I don't know where the fuck we went back then, but a couple years ago, I was in Ohio, and that's when I went from Ohio to Baltimore to meet Lenny. And then we went on our first trip.
Yeah, that Skatopia was rad. As soon as we rolled up, dude gave me half a stick of dynamite.
That's true.
That one dude.
That was gnarly.
Yeah.
Half a stick off.
Then he got bitten by a dog, of course. Everyone's on acid, mushrooms.
God, that shit was crazy.
Fucking in the barn.
Yeah.
Fuck me in the barn. Remember that all night long? You heard that?
Yeah.
On one of those little
megaphones.
Fuck me in the barn in the gangbang bus. Fuck me in the gangbang bus. There's like a bus.
I think people been in that bus.
Oh, dude,
I don't know if he was a part of it or was the fucking.
We know. We don't even have to talk about. Yeah, he was definitely getting gangbanged and loving it. Yeah, he disappeared. And I worry about when all the fireworks. He was the number one target. He got mad, locked himself in the car. I'm leaving. Like, okay, he never left. He just sat in the car for hours. It was sweating in there. So I'm leaving, guys. Shoot back. Get those Roman candles and get us.
He got in a fight with Lloyd.
Yeah. Surprised Lloyd didn't whoop your ass, dude.
I thought I was going to whoop his ass. Remember that shit in the bowl when y'all were fucking firing off firecrackers at each other?
Yeah.
There was a whole fucking squad around. They would fight in the middle of the bowl.
Yeah.
Fucking babies, dude.
I know. Pouting and crying. That's it, I'm going home.
Oh, man.
That
shit was funny.
Dude, that's the best thing ever. Please shoot me in the face. Like, let's do that. Let's have fun. This is why we're here.
It's sick that Bruce is out in that home now.
Yeah.
And
I felt like it would have been a little bit wilder if he was there.
probably would.
More nuts.
Yeah.
But it was cool. We went through the flare in, and for Bruce, the kickoff the night or whatever. You know how they like the stack of wood, and you throw the bonfire, like remember all the stack of wood? And I cracked pour it with gasoline, and I cracked the flare in there, and it started on fire. And then the fireworks just went nuts. Like we all have fireworks in our pocket, and we're lighting them while people have them in their pocket. They're shooting up, dude. It was the best war ever.
I got a Dodge Durango. I may sell or may keep for this year's.
To destroy up there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lonnie talked to me this morning because somebody called me about it, but I'm over here on the West Coast. So he's like, dude, if you keep it, we'll just
blow it up or something.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So if I don't sell it by the time I get home in like a week,
Skate-topia. I love it.
Keep it so we can blow it up.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You gotta go back and do it.
Maybe Lenny will be driving it.
And Bruce will be there this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's do it.
Oh yeah, it'll be cool to see Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that place is like it's the craziest place I've ever been.
Yeah.
It's nuts. We had Jesse Paez, David Lloyd.
Actually, that's one of the things too about that trip. I've always like looked up and watched his skating. Jesse's. Yeah. Guys, you know what I mean? And that was like the first time I got to meet him. He's like one of the homies I never got to meet throughout my years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jesse's
traveling and being around fucking Cali and shit. But I was stoked that he got to fucking come on that trip because Jesse's rad.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still ripping too, bro. Yeah. So same type of style he had, like just fucking more control. It's sick. He's rad.
Yeah,
so amazing. I was happy to go on a trip with Jesse. I'm looking forward to another one.
Yeah, we definitely got to get him to go on the next one for sure. So we definitely got to get another trip going, and it'll be good.
Yep, that would be super sick.
So you guys are flying out tonight. Back to the cold in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's still a little chilly there, but man, as much as I hate it, I kind of like hurt my foot at Novak's last summer and didn't get to skate for like 3 or 4 months. I broke my like toe, the ball of my foot, actually, with Lonnie filming in some spot in Philly.
Yeah.
So, however, I fucking didn't get to skate for a while, you know, this last summer during my, you know, it's my sobriety. So I just like stretched, worked that, you know what I mean, played around much like COVID, didn't skate. So I've been skating all fucking winter, literally all winter.
That's great. That's good.
And it's crazy because I hate the fucking cold. You know what I mean? Can't stand it. But I've been so motivated and just so anticipated of just fucking filming and wanting to do something cool.
Yeah.
I've been filming all winter long. And like I'm just trying to keep the momentum going and actually
gotta keep it rolling.
Speaking of Lloyd,
gotta keep it rolling.
Yeah, speaking of Lloyd and like you know, skating and whatnot, the word momentum just reminded me of this. He texted me yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, Nix, you gotta keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's keep that momentum going.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I love the word. Thank you, Lloyd, for saying that and your support, but yes, keeping it fucking going, dude. Keep it moving forward. So I've been skating my ass off. I'm fucking hyped on it. It's new to me again. It's like brand new again to me. So I'm just gonna keep pushing forward, man.
Yeah,
and just try to make the best out of it, dude. I got a bunch of ideas in mind I want to try to get involved in. So the future's looking bright.
Well, I know. Lenny said he's going to try and move to California.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go with him. You got to keep it rolling. Would you move out with him if you could? Would you move to California?
Yeah, I mean, I'm as of right now in my life, I want to keep moving forward. And if something positive comes
your way,
I'm not going to say no to it.
That's great.
I cannot say no to that. I mean, so that's where I've been lately, you know, in life. So I'm going to go forward. Yeah, I mean, if the opportunity arises in a positive way, then fuck yeah, let's roll.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially the spots are a lot easier to fucking skate out here than they are back home.
And better weather, of course.
Way better weather.
Yeah.
You know, just the weather alone makes you walk outdoor and smile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some days there it's kind of gnarly, you know, cold
Right.
and gray, but it's not like it's all, you know, you get the 7 seasons there, so it's gorgeous too, you know?
Yeah.
You get the different atmospheres and seasons change, so I wish they do everywhere. However, LA is gorgeous for sure.
The skating that since you started skating, like what's some of the raddest skateboarding you've seen in your time that just stands out to you? Like just some gnarly stuff that you've seen, something go down or that just stands out to you. That you're like, no fucking way, that dude did that.
Well, like, there's a lot of shit I've been.
Something that stands out, dude. Like something like
one time when we were building the ramps out at like Bob Burnquist's house. I used to live in Bob Burnquist's backyard.
in San Diego.
It's somewhere down south. Yeah, where he's got the big ramp at.
Yeah, I stayed out there.
Yeah, we built that ramp. I used to wake up and Bob would be standing over me with like a cup of coffee and a joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
So, but
good dude.
one day when we were out living out of the house, like before we got the ramp built and shit, Bob took us skating to the skate lab. You know, it wasn't too far from him, whatever.
Yeah.
And he just drops in. This is the first time I met Bob. You know, I've seen him in 4-1 videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Fucking, and this fool drops in going fucking 40 miles an hour on the vert ramp and just like stands up and back nose grinds across the entire fucking vert ramp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that, I was like, what in the fuck? Never seen no shit like this in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That blew my
Bob's a whole
mind.
different breed.
Oh, it blew my fucking mind. It really did.
That compound's crazy. He's got, huh? I stayed out there for several months in a yurt.
It's rad, dude. I woke up with coyotes
Concrete
and
in that
shit.
bowl that you guys
they
built.
concrete
Yeah,
it now.
Hubbard.
Yeah, it's
I was
gnarly.
out there helping.
Yeah, one of my other things, I remember, I was just talking about this the other day with Bo from Superstone. Fred Gall, we were skating with Freddie G the other day. I've known Freddie for a long time.
Yeah.
Fucking, what another hero. He's him and his sobriety too. It's
Yeah.
personally never thought would be sober either. Congratulations, Freddie. Fred, we were on a trip down in Miami and we were fucking geeked out. I think Fred had a fucking 8-ball in his fucking shirt pocket that morning. You know what I mean? We left the hotel.
Yeah.
We're out bombing around, drinking deuces of fucking Heineken. And we're skating like some abandoned hotel. And fucking Freddie does a switch 1-foot tail grab in like the driveway of the hotel, like the abandoned hotel,
right?
And like up top of the bank, and it kind of goes down into the driveway. It just does a fucking switch 1-foot tail grab, and like when I looked up, I seen him doing it, and just like I've never seen the trick. The whole scenery, him, the style, the you know what I mean. It was just like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I learned switch 1-foots.
Yeah.
I learned switch 1-foot tail grabs. You know what I mean? I had to fucking do it.
That's rad.
I learned them, you know. And then like later on a trip in Ohio, a workshop trip, I ended up switch 1-foot in that downtown Cincinnati double set, like in the rain.
Yeah.
Because of Fred's switch 1-foot. I seen it on flat ground. I thought it was the raddest shit ever. You know what I mean?
Right. Freddie rolls, man.
Yeah.
Did you finish the game? Let me see.
What?
Let me see.
That was the quickest shit ever, dude.
Those letters are perfect. Can you zero in on go walk in front of that camera right there? Damn, Gabe, that looks exactly like the writing.
Can you see it?
No, look in there. They'll tell you.
Yeah, it looks.
Go a little slower, lower.
Go back a little towards Andy.
Back up.
Right there. Yeah, we can see it.
Sick.
Yeah, Brad. Thank
Gabe,
you.
that's the homie Gabe right there. Brad's design right there. Sick. Thank you, Gabe.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yes.
Hey, if you guys need your if you guys ride motorcycles and think you're fucking Evel Knievel or fucking badass or you gotta wear a helmet and you want it painted, my homie Gabe, California Designs.
Yeah, I'll paint anything, not just helmet.
Well, you haven't let me get that far, man. Yeah. He does tattooing. He does businesses, murals, dude. Like
You did a mural for him. I mean, he gave you the inspiration for you to do.
But he does all kind what else you do, Gabe? Like what do you?
I mean,
Graphic art, like
graphic
t-shirts.
design, Anything creative.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So California Designs, man. My homie Gabe, hit him up. You can look him up. So, dude, I'm telling you, he's done a lot of art for me, for my Don Wapo hot sauce. But yeah, Gabe's sick as fuck. He did this. He made it.
Yeah,
so we're locked inside of a jail cell. Look, man. Someone escaped. Yeah, someone got out right there. Gabe hooked us up, man. So thank you, Gabe. Yeah, dude, he's fucking.
I know, that's fucking rad. Dream come true, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, remember I was like called you months ago where I was like, I gotta get a tat while we're at. Like, we've been trying to come out, you know what I mean, so forth and so on, but it's fucking rad, dude.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys.
To do it.
Fucking Andy, I love you. You already know, brother. I love you very much.
All right, so there we go.
Ripride.
So you got anything else, Nix? Dude, we've been running this for a minute, but Nix, I just want to say, I'm very, very proud of you. Like, it keeps me motivated to stay on my shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. We struggle out there, and a lot of us, a lot of people are dying out there, and we're skateboarders, man. We're it's in our blood. It's all we've ever done, the only thing we ever known. Yeah. And drink, it's just the lifestyle of skateboarding, man. And it's hard to get out of that, you know, when you've been in that cycle for so long.
It is.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't get out of it, you know? And I just want, I just like from my heart, dude, I'm proud of you, dude. And it keeps me wanting to stay sober, clean and sober. You know what I mean? Yes. That like, it pushes me, like, it just stokes me out, and just to see all your skating you're doing, the change in you, like just your attitude, you know what I mean? Because I fully seen a 180, you know what I mean? And you're like more easygoing, and dude, that's what life's all about, dude. Like you if you're just negative and you fucking, dude, we're fucking tough, man. Yeah. When people come at you and you don't like it, and it makes you negative. Dude, we're tougher than that, dude. You just let that shit bounce off of you, man.
That's one of the main things. You can't take anything personal. I try not to take anything personal anymore, because it's not my. I mean, now I'm self-aware. I know myself more than I've ever have in my entire life.
And when you're doing fucking right, dude, and you know you're doing the right thing, you're not burning people, you're not ripping people off, or you're not doing shady stuff.
Yeah, even just mentally towards yourself, I know how I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm not taking this person's personal.
You know who you are.
Yeah,
you know who you are, man. I ain't that dude, so like you just laugh at it now. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Someone comes at me like that's what I just laugh. Like that's funny to me. You know what I mean? Like I just I don't give. I don't trip on it no more, man. I don't got time for it. Dude, we're all in this together. Like my circle of homies I got now, Gabe. Like, dude, just the people I put around me, dude, are like. I don't have to worry about them digging in my pocket.
Exactly, yeah.
Fucking rip me out. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just like it's that friendship and that love.
It is. It's great. I mean, I could not be here mentally or physically without my support, without y'all's support. My family, my girl, my friends, you know what I mean? All y'all are my family. Like, I couldn't do this without y'all. Y'all give me a reason to be a better person to myself and to those around me on a daily basis.
Yeah. So now, dude, we just got to get Lenny some help, dude. We got to get his ass into rehab and get him right, man. Yeah. He needs it.
He needs a hug.
He definitely needs a hug. Yeah, he's really sensitive, man.
Just like your shirt you gave him, dude. Hugs, not drugs. Go give the fucking man a hug, dude. Stop beating him down all the time. Gotta build him up a little bit. You know what I mean? Gotta build him up. Gotta light the fire underneath.
Right.
That's what he's trying to do for us.
That's right. So. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, brother.
Gabe, thank you again. Fucking sick tattoo.
Yes, I came out fucking sick.
So, hey, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. It was a good one. Ryan Nix. Rip, ride, or die. Don't ever forget it.
Fuck yeah.
Spill blood. We're out. Rip, Ride, or Die podcast brought to you by New Origins Treatment Center. Anyone struggling with addiction or mental health, this is the treatment center that helped me get me back on my feet, that helped me out, changed my life. So anyone struggling out there, you could personally give me a call at 909-800-0442. I'm telling you, so much love at this treatment center. So if anyone out there is struggling with mental health or addiction, please give me a call. Atech Recovery massage guns. These guns are amazing. If you're like me that like to ride fast, eat shit, I don't care if you're on a motorcycle, a skateboard, if you're getting into fights, bar fights, whatever it is, and you wake up with your body beat up, these are the massage guns you want. AtechRecovery.com. Go check them out. The massage guns work great. They work wonders.